Morning, everyone. Just going live today. Practice some games for WSBG. Um, Hopefully, everybody had a nice holiday. Um, Took a few days off my video schedule, so let's get to it. Let's start with some Heat, possibly. Um, Jumping into play Heat sometimes depends on how many people are playing right now and the like. So let's see what's going on. Last week I tried to live stream and forgot to hit go live. So this week I have it going. I guess that's the growing pains of learning how to do this stuff. So come on, give me one more player. I've been in a pretty terrible streak in Heat, but I did win a game yesterday, so hopefully that'll rectify that bad streak I had. A lot of fourth and third place finishes. And before that, I was getting a lot of second place finishes. So I might join one of the tournaments for Heat also. There's a few out there. All right. So Inti is 79th overall. Couple bronze level players. I don't know why it didn't just send me right to the game here. What's going on? Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh, we have double slipstream. Did that come into effect? Absolutely not. But it is the Great Britain track. So I definitely... Oh, well, first I'm taking this. You do want slipstream and wings on this track. I don't know if there'll be any slipstream for me by the time it gets back to me. I was the first one to draft, but I'll take that four-wheel drive plus 4 plus four-wheel drive every time. Sorry. All right. It's like playing two cards at once, basically, so can't pass that up. I might have to take that RPM with the slipstream when it comes back to me. Hopefully that's... well, there's no way that Inti's going to let me get that RPM, I don't think. Right? I mean, it's too good of a card for this track. Oh, they did. Well, I'm taking it. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, that was... I'm a person behind. Here's Inti. We'll take it, probably. I'll take the Desperation RPM instead. Because that is desperation when you're playing a boost through a turn, right? The track conditions don't look too bad, right? Though, I said it didn't. It's not really going to come into effect. It is here. If you hit it here with a slipstream, right? Like, if we have, like, the right number here to get through here, right? Say if we're, like, here. Somebody stops there. We could possibly do it. I don't know. We'll see. Yep, like I said, they were going to take that. Yeah, there's no way they can leave that for me. Okay, what do we have here? We have wings. That 1 RPM is pretty good. I might take that. I was playing in a draft the other day where I was drafting 4th and someone left this for me. Like, or it might have been, I might have drafted 3rd, but they left this here for me. Like, take it. Like, there's no reason why you should not take that card, right? It was on the Italy track. I also had a good race on New Year's Eve with a bunch of people I've slowly become, I guess I'm becoming friends with. You know, we care a lot. Um, and Batman were playing. We were having a good old time making jokes all the way through the race. So, all right. They took the other slipstream from me. Oh, no, they didn't. It's right here. What did they take? They took, like, once again, how does this get there? Like, I understand this one, but I would take that and hope the wings are there later. Especially if you don't have anything that's really built for, like, the straightaways, you know? So I'm definitely going to take this, right? Going to take the gas pedal 3. Yeah, take gas pedal 3. We're going to discard the RPM with the boost and just keep this one. Now, the only thing that concerns me is this turn was lowered by 1. So I'm going to go 4 through here and hopefully catch them here, or go 4 through here and catch them on this side, right? All right, let's get rid of the RPM. This card, selected card. I'm going to go like this here, so my cards are a little bit bigger for everybody. I selected it. All right, let's see what we got going on. I will click this down 1, I think. Oh, no, sorry, it's the wrong plus symbol. I'll click this down 1, I think. There we go. All right, so this is what I have here to start the game. Obviously, I want to go as far as possible. We have 3 heat already in our discard pile, so you do have to be a little bit cautious here. But I also want to get through this first section pretty fast. So I'm just going to do the 2 4s, and I'll play my gas pedal, I think. Because I want to burn through this deck as quickly as possible so I can get these back in here so that I can throw them back into my engine. So I don't think I've really talked about, there's 2 different cards, you know, that you can get that actually take heat out of your engine to start. Well, 3 technically. There's one that just discards the heat completely from your deck. It's out of the game. There's one that puts 3 in your discard, and there's one that puts 3 in your engine. So if there are 3 in your draw pile, I should say. Sorry, take 3 and put them in your draw pile. 3 in your draw pile is way better than this one, 3 in your engine, because you can get those ones back and start cycling them back in quicker. This one's a little bit harder because you really need to burn through that first deck real quick. So I'm going 11, so I'll be at 6. With my adrenaline, I'll catch up with red, be able to slipstream them. Slipstream 3, 4 because of this bonus, right? There you go. Watch the gray legend go all the way to the line. that. Got rid of a few of the stress. All right. So do I want to discard? I think I do. I'll discard the 1 here. So this section I do not want to slipstream through. It's too dangerous, I think, right? Paying extra heat here. This is basically paying extra heat if you're going too fast, because it used to be a 5, now it's a 4. Okay, so there's that. There's that. I've used 2 4s already, right? And a 3. Discarded a 1, so there's a 1, a 2, and a 3 in my deck still. Along with my 4+. It's okay if I discard that, or I accidentally discard that right now because I need it over here, not here. So there's no chance I would go over the speed limit here. That's what I'm saying. See, that's not an ideal place to be for blue, because people are going to be able to slipstream them, which will help them get through this turn, right? Through this corner. Hopefully I'm one of those people. I don't think I will be, but just because of the randomness of this draw, you know. I could have went 9, I guess. And just, yeah, I should have did that. I should have just went 9. I used that plus symbol, that boost. But it's the only one in my, because the other ones were discarded, so I wanted to get it out of my hand. 1. Oh, it's not the worst thing ever, right? Right, so we'll go +1. We have a bonus to slipstream here, right? So we can go 4. I'm in range of the corner. No additional discards. I should get a 2. Yep. So now I have 3 2s. And I haven't spent any heat where all my opponents have, so been very efficient so far. I'm going to start drawing heat here soon from my deck to put it back in my engine. I really want to save that heat for over here, maybe, right? To get through these turns, because I'm going to have to spend 1 for my RPM. Okay, so what do we have here? Still think I should just go 6. Like, I don't see Inti using both of their heat. They've already went through their deck though once. So they could get 1 more heat, but I still don't think it's worth it, right? I'd rather just save my heat than burn it through this turn, right? He goes 5, or they go 5, I should say. Yep. That's great for me. Red will go around them. Pretty sure they went 6. My problem is, do I want to be in the lead here going into this turn? I don't think I do. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Allergies again, like always. Trying to remember who had the wings. Was it Diego or Bert? Let's move my 6, I guess, and just figure it out from there. I could slipstream them. It would put me in range of this turn. I think I do it. I don't like being first through these turns sometimes. Like, I'd rather be second. But the thing is, I'm willing to spend an extra heat here to try to throw them off. If they think they can just go 1, 2, 3, 4 and then slipstream me, I'm going to go 5. I'm going to do the opposite of Inti, who went 1 less. I'm going to go 1 extra here and just pay the heat. Because I have heat here that I can put back into my engine. I just want them, I want to get closer to this corner, right? Yeah, let's just do this. And I do want them in front of me, but I don't want them so in front of me that I can't slipstream, right? I know I'm at least going to get one person slipstreaming me here. Maybe multiples, I guess. Obviously, I'm not going to boost. That's a stupid question to ask. So I get rid of a 3 here. No, I'll keep it for right now. Let's see what we get. All right, this is pretty good. Yep. So there we go. Got 1 slipstream. Now I can go 5 through this turn. No problem. Bert has no heat, so he has to be careful. So the most I think he can go, well, he could go into first gear, right? And dump 3 heat. But if he does that, what's he playing? He's playing a 4, right? Well, that didn't help me at all. I'd rather not have Diego in front of him. In front of them, I should say. Yep, it's going to use adrenaline, right? To get through the turn. Yep, everybody made it. But I'm in a much, I think, advantageous position for what I want to do, which is to get through this turn and slipstream, right? So if I go 5, right? Let me just do the math on this so I don't crash. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I'm through the turn. If I slipstream all the way through this, I'll pay 1 here, 2 here, and 1 here. So the question is, I'm in last. I could stay in 3rd gear, which will save me a heat if I have to upshift if I do get through this, right? Yes, I think this is what I do. I just hate that Diego got in front of red, because that can let red and green slipstream, right? Okay, so I caught him, unless he's going to do something strange. I calculated it. I had enough heat, right? 3 for the turns, 1 for the heat there, right? Yep, see, this is what I was worried about. Like, I've only went 4, right? I could have went just 4 anyways, I guess, if you think about it, and then use my adrenaline, but I was pretty sure they were going, somebody was going to be right here, so going 5 was probably the best decision, Yep, I have enough heat. I'm just double, triple checking myself in my mind, even though it's too late. Because the other day, I didn't account for my card, right, that I was playing for the heat, and crashed pretty badly. I think that actually was Christmas Eve when I was racing against my 2 buds. Oh, there's We Care a Lot. No coaching? You can coach me. How have you been? Okay, here's the moment of truth. Cool down. Pay the one heat. uh, Pass. Yep. And just slipstream 5. 6. I actually can go 6. Oh, because I got the bonus here. Yeah. Zoom, zoom. You already have one heat. It'll change to 3 heat. You currently have 3 heat. Okay, yep. So now I'm in third gear. I don't have to pay. um, don't have to pay any heat to upshift, right? And I got some really good cards to go on this straightaway. And I got my gas pedal. That's really good. I might be able to have a huge lead here if things go pretty good. Let's do that. I don't know what I'm going to play next. Maybe Great Western Trail since I'm complete trash at it. I need some practice. But I'm also waiting for. Um, I'm also waiting for. I have Cthulhu Death May Die Kickstarter arriving today, the second one. It's my favorite game of all time right now. Well, I say that, but I've retired from 2 games. So my favorite game of all time was Blood Rage, obviously. um, I'm like 30-1 in that game, but I've retired it because I felt like I was pestering people too much to play it in real life. Um, I need the downshift up coming up here. Yeah, that was my whole goal, is to do that slipstream either like right here, right, or down here. I mean, you have to think about that on this map at all times, but you know that, right? So discard the 2. Let's leave the 2. Oh my god, I drew it again. Oh wow. I'm gonna get stuck behind this turn, unfortunately. Cthulhu Death May Die is, it's not related to, it is like the um obviously it's, Lovecraftian horror, but it's more of a, you get the punch older ones in the face basically. It's a lot of fun, and it's very modular because you choose one of the old ones and then a scenario, and you mix the cards together. So you can play the same scenarios over and over again, but it'll be slightly different based on the elder ones you choose. Plus, I have like 40 characters for the first Kickstarter, so there's like, you get to play a different investigator every time, and they all have unique powers and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun if you're into um, like a semi dungeon crawl type game. No, don't play that. Play this because I have to get to the line. I played Arkham Horror twice, the big Arkham Horror game. Um, I don't know if I really had that much fun playing it. It was just so long. I think it took us like 6 hours. My friend got caught in one of the portals the whole game. So he was complaining about it. Maybe that took down the took down the fun level a little bit. So, but I do play a lot of those games. Like I prefer Mansions of Madness over Arkham Horror. I don't know if you played that. The other game I retired is Catan. So, um, I've been playing that since Jesus, since it came out. 95, I think it is, right? So, but yeah, it's a cool game. Everybody I introduced Cthulhu Death May Die to has loved it. Um, so I think I even taught somebody how to play it at the World Series this year because they have that big game library, um, like over 4,000 games there that you can choose from. So they had Cthulhu Death May Die. So we set it up at like I think it was almost like 10 o'clock at night, and I started playing, and some people who never played it came over and joined the game. So, and my nephew killed us in the one scenario. He made a really bad decision. Burn this out of my deck now. Yeah, so there's that and that. Let's see what we get. He So what happens is yeah, I like co-ops. I haven't played Robinson Crusoe, but you know, I played um, stuff like Pandemic, and I do a lot of campaign games with my one gaming group. Um, we did a whole all of Gloomhaven. Um, we did all of Oathsworn. If you never played Oathsworn, it's a big boss battler game. Um, it's also like choose your own adventure too, because there's like two parts of it where you're like going through a town and trying to investigate what this monster is doing, and then at the end of the that little town story phase, this big huge major you have to fight this big huge monster. So um, it's a lot of cooperative work there because there all these huge monsters are super dangerous. But it's definitely a cool game. Um, so have you gone to any conventions or anything like that? I'm not going to make it through this turn, unfortunately. Oh, wow. I lucked out there. Yeah, it's definitely a fun game. Um, you gotta. I'm sorry, my chat's on a delay, so I don't always see everything right away. Um, yeah, it was. I think 20 something scenarios you had to fight through, and it's like grim dark fantasy. You know, like the world is basically being overtaken by this evil forest, and there's like certain cities that are like pockets of civilization that are trying to stay alive, basically. And the actual forest is sending monsters to kill everybody, basically. So. I don't know why you couldn't see me online. Let me see here. Shows me online, so I don't know. Oh man, nose is itching real bad. Hmm. Gonna try to sneak through here without spending the stress. I was gonna say, if you want any more of your races reviewed, you can just send me the numbers if you have a cool race that you want me to show everybody. I just want to make sure that, I felt bad putting out the one with he said I was gonna blur you out. I don't know how to do that. I thought we were joking, so it's like, uh, but if you have any cool like races that you played, you want me to like highlight them, I could do that too. So kind of like I don't want to be in front here. I don't think. Hmm. See if I get my slipstream here. I don't. So is Heat your best game that you play on here? Like, is that mainly what you focus on? I'm going to enter one of the ones online here, and I'm not sure which one yet. One of the ones on BGA, I think. A few that are turn-based. It's not always easy finding a game out Heat sometimes in the arena, so I might just join a tournament too, just to see if I can have a couple games going at the same time. Yeah, so you have the opposite of what I have going on right now. I have I have a bunch of bad streaks going on. Like I said, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the video. I've been on a pretty bad run, even though I did win my last game last night. So a lot of third and fourth place finishes, and before that, a lot of second place finishes. So um, I don't know if it's because I'm too aggressive sometimes. Like maybe I need to dial it back a little bit. But move my 4. This is very dangerous. Did not get my slipstream, dang it. Maybe I should have discarded the gas pedal. Crashed out in the semis. Yeah. I've only played in tournament on BGA. I've only played a few games. Let's see here. Trying to go 5, right? Played in a Wingspan tournament. If I did okay at first, and then of course I ran into some bad luck. Wingspan is a very lucky game, even though I'm on a huge win streak right now in Wingspan. So I think I played Arc Nova too, but my Arc Nova skills are not nearly as good as some players online. So I struggle with terraforming Mars. Like, I have real strong beginnings, and then I just can't. I like fade at the end. So, um, at least in the last few games I played. So I don't know if I'm just like pushing too hard in the beginning. You know, Arc Nova is a lot of fun. If you like terraforming Mars, I think you might like it. Um, Maybe if you ever have time, I can show you how to play, or you can go through the tutorial. Um, but yeah, Terraforming Mars, I'm just struggling. I was like 20 points ahead in the one game, 20 or 30 points ahead and lost. Also, Arc Nova, I always push Sam's channel, which is the No Wonders channel. Um, he does a lot of Arc Nova content, and he is actually ranked #1 at the moment. um, so I take his advice very seriously. It's going to be a race to the finish. Of course, I don't get my good cards, but I have my gas pedal, I guess. But I just go through it too. I can go through at 5, 4. Sorry, here my brain's cooking. I only need 1 heat if I do this at the end, right? Yeah, let's do this. That way I can get more cards out of my hand, I think. Maybe I should have went 4. It's 8. Plus whatever I do there. Oh, let me finish this up here. I'll look for your friend request. Oh, wait, he's still going. Let's see here. Let's get my profile. Not seeing friend request at the moment. Oh, right here. People have been people have been requesting to be my friend, and I'm old and got confused. My Alzheimer's has been acting up. Well, I'm nervous because Inti has that triple boost. It's probably going to just blow right past me here. Unless they draw bad. Okay. Now I'm going to cross my fingers. Oh no. 6 boost symbols. Wow. I was very disappointed because oh wait, no 4. Okay. They have a gas pedal too. Oh, 4-wheel drive, yeah. Wow. Um, that triple boost was left there in that second draft all the way to the third. All the way to the third position. So, yeah. But then again, we do have new players. They probably didn't know. So, I was there at one point in time. Yep. Yep. That's a lot of boosts. Got six extra movement from it, right? I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extra movement. Right. Oh, they did a guess. No. This thing moves too fast. Slow down. I want to see this. Oh, yeah, because they boosted, right? Yeah, that's... Dang it. Well, there's heat for the day. Gonna probably change over here. I had just talked about how I got a that triple boost card in the third position last night. That's how I won my game last night, and it happened again today. Just stick around, make sure everybody makes it across the line here. Okay, come on, Bert. Go, 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 go. There's really nothing I could do about it, unfortunately. I knew they had that triple boost, and I was like, okay. Close this down. Let's go to more relaxing games. Like I said, I have to practice Great Western Trail, see how long the wait is for it. I might need to start switching some of these games to turn-based instead of live because it takes so long to get into some of them. Like Great Western Trail seems to have like a long waiting list. Actually, let's do this. I'll show you Arc Nova. I'll try to go through the rules real quick if you want to watch. Actually, we could, yeah, let's play, right? Let's go back here. I like to launch it from here. Yeah. Yeah, my goal in Heat is just to get around that last turn with a chance to win, you know? And then it's like a coin flip from there on out, right? Depending what cards everybody has. It also hurt that I didn't have my 4 with the boost. So, uh, not that it would have made much of a difference, I don't think. So, obviously. Wow, there's a real weight for Arc Nova. Normally Arc Nova like queues up immediately because there's so many people playing it. I think it's probably the top game right now on BGA. Popularity. Yeah. Never played Catan on BGA, even though I don't like playing it online for some reason. Because I played it on the Steam app, Catan. There's a Steam app version of it, and it seemed like nobody wanted to trade with each other, which obviously is an integral part of Catan, right? You have to trade resources back and forth. I think that being disconnected from each other, not being live, um, oh, um, is going to affect how people act, right? It's still, oh my God. Sorry, it's still set for the expansion. So we're playing Marine Worlds, I guess. So Marine Worlds, you get to draft these action cards. So the action cards drive everything. There's 5 different actions. There's sponsors. There's animals. There's cards and the like. We'll go through each one as we go. So, but I get to get a special one because we're playing the expansion. Oh, that's really good. I don't like that one. That one doesn't work all that well. So level 1, you can draw cards only from the deck. Level 2, you can draw from either deck or reputation. And no matter the strength of your action, keep all cards drawn. You do not need. Oh, is that just more cards, which is actually pretty good. Let's take that one. I was like, what's the difference? Difference is like a lot of these, the card action, it's draw and then discard. This one doesn't have any discard, so I never have to discard anything. Building. Okay, well, that one's pretty good also. Why would they discard that? I think I actually like that one more. Okay. All right, so we'll go through these action cards, and I'll show you what they do once I get everything dealt. See if I can teach. This looks like going to be a pretty fast game here. So when you start the game, you have to pick animals, 4 cards, I should say, total, to keep. They come in 3 different types. There's sponsors, animals, and there's a third one called conservation projects, which look like this, kind of, right? You also have your end game goals. Do I want to do that? Okay. Which you have to discard once somebody gets the 10 right here, right? So I'm going to keep this one. It's a really good card. Gives you reputation and end game scoring at the end of the game. I'm going to keep that because Predators is one of the goals. Okay, keep that. This is part of the expansion, so I don't want to go into that too much. All right, so, but that is one of the goals here, right? So we'll keep these ones. So the 5 cards you get are sponsors, which let you play a sponsor card based on the number, right? So this is the power that you're playing it at. So this is at 5 power, so I could play anything from 5 and below, right? Let's see here. I can't play that yet. All right, so we will do this to start the game off. Build. So we're going to do this. So these are enclosures. That's where you put your animals based on the size. So this is a one size animal. It can go right in here. And so I can build a pavilion also as part of this bonus, but that's not part of the normal game. These just give you what's called appeal. Appeal are like victory points, right? But this game is weird. It has 2 different types of victory points. It has appeal. It has conservation. So conservation points are these. So when you put, if you have 5 of these marine animals, sea animals, and you get this spot, it's worth 5 conservation points, which is this green track. So you'd move 5 this way. They're worth either 2 or 3 points depending on how far along the track you are, which I can show you here. So these are worth 2, and once you hit 10, they're worth 3 points each. The game ends when your conservation and your appeal cross each other. Oh, okay. I didn't see that comment, so yeah. Yeah, check it out later. Look at the tutorial. And this isn't good because I'm playing with the expansion to teach anybody, so. Even though this expansion is really cool. I like it a lot. So I think I'm going to try to get this here, build an aquarium for next turn. Yeah, I think the goal is to get 2 of these sea animals and back it at 2. I'm going to X this down for right now. That way I can extend this round, because there's something called break. Obviously, if you've never played this before, that once we break so many times, which this card can cause break and the card can cause break, it ends the round and we have to discard cards and stuff like that. So I'm going to play my association card, which lets me use one of my one worker to choose one of these. This lets you do different things based on the power of the card. So it's at 4 right now. So I can do everything from 4 and 4 down. So I think I'm going to gain this university here, which will increase my hand size and give me a reputation. The partner zoos here, which is at 3, will give you a discount, and they count as one of the tags, kind of like in Terraforming Mars. You have tags. They'll count as this continent tag. So you notice the animals also have continent tags on them. So, and then the last one here is gain 2 reputation, which is just moves you on the reputation track, which helps you grab cards from the display here, and a few other bonuses along the way. The last one here, 5, is back a conservation project, right? So if I have enough tags to achieve one of these, I go here with one of my workers and I put one of my cubes from here over here, score the conservation points, and then gain a bonus, right? These are one-time bonuses. This is every time there's a break, this will happen. So these happen multiple times. The break is also important because that's when you get your money, which is based off the appeal track. So you'll see there's the money symbol above all these. So wherever you are, plus flipped over buildings next to your kiosk is how much income you make. So kind of think of it as in Terraforming Mars, the generation ends. That's what the break is, right? Okay, so I wanted this devilfish. And I still have to play this. Probably going to build because I want to get back into tempo here, because this game's about tempo. So drawing cards, building, and then playing animals is the order I want to do things. But if you notice, like, my build is out of sync, right? So if I build now, build an aquarium, which I could do right here. That cost me 10. I think I'll build it here to gain this. Well, no, I'll keep 5 back, so it's only going to cost me 5. Just trying to figure out how to make this work without spending too much money. So maybe build a small aquarium here, which is only 2 spaces, which will cost me 4, but I'll get 5 money back. Then I can play this Phoenix Fox and this Black Slide Hawkfish, which has this bonus of I can place a kiosk or a pavilion. So whenever you cover a space with a building, you get that bonus, kind of like in Terraforming Mars also. Now, to say these are exactly, this game is exactly like Terraforming Mars, it's definitely not, but there's a lot of similarities between the two. You know, you're collecting tags, you need to have certain requirements, right? Like this has to be next to a rock and water enclosure, right? So this enclosure is 3 size, it's next to water and rock. I would need a 5 size next to water and rock to place this animal out there. Um, each card has appeal, so that increases your victory points and your income. You know, the more animals you have in your zoo, the more people want to come and spend money, I guess, is how the theming of it works. I think I'm going to go with this endgame scoring simply because there's no conservation projects for the continents. So this is saying if choose a continent icon you did not support as a base conservation project and gain one or gain conservation based on how many you have. So if I have 3, like say 3 of the Australia tags, I gain 1 conservation. I'm probably not going to go for Australia though, because there's less Australia cards than the other continents. So, all right, so let's do this. Stick to the plan. Small. Small aquarium. So when you build these aquariums or any of these special buildings in this game, there's like a birdhouse and do I do that? Yeah, I can do this. I need predators. So it lets you move animals into it. So if I had played a bird here and I build a birdhouse, I can make this empty again and put my bird in the birdhouse. So I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Maybe I play these 2 right now instead. See, my problem is I'm new to this expansion, so I really don't know how many sea life tags there are. I'll look what they're doing. So he has this. He's probably reaching over here to get a second worker. He probably also has, obviously, has some sea life, but they're doing the same thing. Maybe I'm making a big mistake. I don't know. See, the problem with this is I can't like make a guess of what they have right now. Like when you see these goals, you can kind of get an idea what they might play. So like here's an example, right? This is placed here. I know there's certain animals that fit this goal and this goal that they might have, right? One is harder to play than the other. So I don't think they have that. It would require two of these research symbols tokens, which are these tags here, like this, you know. So it's more likely it's going to be like a big reptile, probably a crocodile of some sort or an alligator. Let's do this now. I think I am going to save my money. No, I'm going to do this after all. So place it in here. It's one size. It'll go here. It flips it over because it's occupied now, so I can't use it again, right? Oh. Why can't I play this card? Oh, it's saying I don't have enough money. So yeah, I am going to play this. Now it's only a 2 size, but it will obviously it's smaller than the enclosure. So you can play it in a bigger enclosure. So I'll do that. So it had the clever action, which is I can move one of my action cards down. So if I didn't like what was, up here in these two, I can move them down if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to do that. This had boost animals, so I can either put it in the 1 spot or the 5 spot. So I could move this back up to 5, but there's no reason to do that. I don't have anything I can play right now, so we'll just pass on this. There's just sometimes you have to play powers that aren't beneficial at the time you play them. They're going to probably play animals of some sort. Because they don't have any animals played. Neither does Broken Teacup. So DD and yeah, they both need to play animals. So if they don't play animals now, well, no, I got to play this. I was going to say it might be worth me trying to break. Like I could add these X tokens, let you increase the number. So I could change this to a 6 and break. Wow. Still getting texts from D&D Beyond, even though I canceled my subscription like over a year ago. So I'm going to have to figure out why I keep getting texts from them. Let's see if they're going to play. Like I said, it looked like they're going to play a big like reptile. There's 2 different alligators or crocodiles they could play here. They both have what's called snapping, which is you could take any card from the display, right? So let's see if they play one of those. I also want to end this round sooner rather than later because blue has 2 workers. So they could possibly do another action here. So if I end the turn, we get all of our workers back and they didn't get to play this one, But I really need to play this, I think. What are they doing down here? Still a mystery. They have this, which is really good, which is every time somebody plays a research icon, they gain 2 money. They also got a same thing with the sea creatures, which looks like I'm going to give them a lot of money here soon. Hopefully I can take some of that money back by playing this one here. So it has Venom, which will, whoever's ahead of me on the appeal track, so whoever has more appeal than me, will get envenomated, as I'm going to call it. They'll gain a venom token, and they'll have to pay 2 money each time they don't use that card. So it normally will place the venom tokens on their lower cards, so where they're not very powerful, and every time they don't use it, they have to pay 2 money. So he's doing a building. What is he building? He did the exact same thing. That is strange that they're copying each other. Maybe that's an opening for the marine worlds I don't know about. Maybe everybody starts that way, but I haven't really seen that yet. So I used an X token here to increase the association to 6 so I can play this one. So this gives me my 2 reputation, moves me to 4, increases my range of where I can draw from, and if I get 1 more, I can upgrade one of my action cards. The card I played also has an in-game scoring of, if I have all 5 continents, I gain a conservation at the end of the game. I did take allergy medicine, so just some days it doesn't matter. Yep. Thank you for the compliment there, Mike. All right, so what do I want to do here? I want it to break, but I can't do that myself. They haven't played animals yet, so if I do this, moves the counter up to 8, to draw 2 cards. I have to take them from the deck, unfortunately. So they're random. Oh my god. This is one of the best cards in the game. This is also a really good card. Wow. So I'm definitely going to play both of these. I'm going to play the polar bear exhibit. Gives you a special enclosure. That is this shape in the yellow. That zigzag shape. So I'll place it right here. I'll gain a card from reputation or from the top of the deck. And I'll be closer to this here. We won't play this till later in the game. So what makes this so good is that it gives us, we draw 2 final scoring cards and keep 1. So we'll have 2 of these at the end of the game instead of 1. That makes me want to start going towards Africa for this card here, because I'll have 1, 2, 3 tags already. Plus I'll try to pick up something else here. So in the Arc Nova community, I guess I'd say one of the best players is BDW. They get the highest ranking ever on BGA in Arc Nova. So they were like in Arena, it was like they're an elite with like, or whatever their top one is, with like a 2200 rating. It's ridiculous. Okay, so new turn here. I have 2 predator symbols, so I'm going to do this here. grab this. I get to choose a bonus here, right? So you want to do an early conservation project if possible. If you can do one in the first round, it's really good. But if you can do one in the second round, that's fine also. You want to grab one of these bonuses. I'm probably going to grab snapping, which lets me take a card from display here, right? Grab that. I'm going to grab... Oh, I have to upgrade a card here. Wait, do I want to do that? Let's undo last step. I think I'm going to gain an association worker here. All right. Snap up card will snap up reptile breeding. It's another conservation project that I can play myself. And basically it's saying you have to have a reptile played. You need to have a partner zoo that has that reptile continent on it. If I do, I gain 2 conservation and 2 rep. So grabbing this worker at 2 conservation points, because that was a bonus for this right here, where I could upgrade a card or take a worker, is the new meta going on out there. I don't know if it's going to work out for me. We'll see. Like I said, there's so many people who are way better at this game than I am. So I place a kiosk here to gain the 10 bonus money. I think I'll save that for myself to build an enclosure for this elephant. What would be ideal is if I could build it here, right? Play the fur seal. Then either the Predator release or the Australia release card comes out. It's another conservation project where you actually release an animal from your zoo. So it leaves. You gain conservation points for it, and then do I need to build right now? I don't need to build. It opens up that enclosure again. So I could release this and then put this in that same enclosure, basically. But that's all dependent upon what cards come out, right? I'm not in a huge rush to play this anyways now because I've already backed Predators, but it is worth a lot of points and it'll give me a worker, right? So I think I'm going to not upgrade association. Let's see what cards they have at the bottom here, and are they higher in appeal than me? They both are. Okay. Time to play Devilfish. Am I going to be able to play one animal? So, like, if you ever look at these cards, it tells you what you can do with them. Like, normally if it's in the 5 position, I can play 2 animals, right? But I only have one that's really I can play right now, so I think we'll play it and be happy. Ooh. These sharks I found out are really good. play this here. That'll poison my opponents. Give out the tokens first, and then gain the points. See, if I did it the other way, I wouldn't be able to give them the tokens. So. These reef abilities will trigger multiple times. So anytime I'm playing one that has this reef symbol, it'll re-trigger. So I'll keep getting X tokens basically off that devilfish here. Let's see. Right here. Doing okay. I'm in the lead right now, but it doesn't mean anything this early in the game. When somebody hits like 50 points, which is halfway to victory, basically, that's when you know how far behind you are or not. This is a late game development card or a sponsor card, so I don't think I'll take it. Okay, we're going to play Polar Bears. I don't like what's out here. Nobody's playing petting zoo animals, so I can just draw from the deck, I guess. I really want a lizard. Give me a reptile. I want a snake or something. I shouldn't be poisoning with fish. I should be poisoning with snakes. So I think the main difference between like Ark Nova and Terraforming Mars is obviously these action cards, right? This is such an important part of the game that you keep the tempo of being able to play something in these higher level slots, right? So, like, I'm going to play this right now to gain this here. This will let me upgrade 2 cards, basically, because I'll cross this upgrade, right? I'll be here at 6, and I'll cover this up, which will also give me an upgrade. So I can upgrade 2 to my cards. Probably be animals. I don't have a lot of sponsor cards, so I'm not going to upgrade sponsors yet. Maybe just cards, I guess. So animals and cards. Because I'm going to, with the reputation track, there's all these bonuses, but in order to get them, you have to have your cards card upgraded. So if you don't, you're stuck here at 9. And I'm going to get 2 here. Play an animal. Try to do this, which will put me right at 9. So I definitely want to go above that. I've also won a game without reputation. I really should go back and show that game. It's like I didn't increase my reputation at all. I was at one the whole game, which is I've never seen it done, but I had won a game like that. So the good thing about us each having two workers is that nobody wants to end a round right now until they play their second worker. So definitely upgrade animals. What does this do again? Wow. Mm, okay. Must upgrade another card. We're going to upgrade cards here. So now with the upgraded card action, I can um, take cards within my reputation range, which right now are these three cards, or I can draw cards from the deck one at a time, which is way better than the other option I had, which was draw cards from the deck. Because that's what my options were before. So, like, if we look at this, which is a level 1 card, you'll see the only time you could draw from the row of cards is if you were in the 5 spot, which has the snapping action, which lets you take any card here. But you could only do that if the card was in the 5 slot. I can do that between 3 and 5 now. So, plus I take within reputation if I want to, right? The problem with snapping is once you snap a card, you can't, that's it. You only get one card that turn. So, depends on, is the card I'm snapping valuable enough for me um, to forego two other cards, 2 or 3 other cards, right? So um, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. If I don't get anything good from this card draw, I'm just going to. I could almost force a break. so, so this DD's lost 6 money from this Venom card, whereas Broken Teacup used that card, whatever it was on, but then they didn't play it at a max level, right? So might have threw them out of tempo, right? A little bit. My problem is I'm out of money right now, so we'll do this. I really want a reptile, so I'm not going to snap this up. Hopefully a break happens soon. That's not bad. That's really good. Useless. Okay. So no reptiles. But I did gain 2 good sponsor cards here. Um, I now need to determine if somebody does break what's worth discarding also, right? I think this is worth discarding. Um, I have, what, 8 cards? I need to get down to 3. Ugh. I think what I do here is instead of breaking, I spend an X token to increase this to 4 and play Engineer. Engineer lets me build 1 extra building, which is really good because I don't plan on upgrading my build action, right? They finally used their association. Um, so this is special just for the expansion. If you take this, you gain a research. You get to take one of these, basically. So, sorry, you gain the research off of this. But what it does is let you get an extra tag for that animal type. And then also search, well, not really search a deck. You get a card of that tag from the deck, basically. So you just draw until you get one. Now they'd be foolish to break 5 here, I think. Because if they do that, I will immediately break the... I immediately go for the break here. I might end up getting rid of this. I don't know. We'll see. Get rid of this fur seal here. This is always an easy conservation point at the end, right? Because as long as you're touching all the rock, you gain a conservation point. So, and I definitely want to go up to the corner to get that reward. I want the money here. I'm definitely going to touch this rock when I build my 5. So, but now is not the time to build, I don't think. So we're going to do this. That's interesting. That's not good. So I was way off base on what they put into this 4. It was this stork. I haven't used theirs yet. They're leaning heavily into the sea animals, which makes me want to think I want to grab this 2 also, which makes it harder for DD to score it. They'll have to get 4 then, right? Well, let's do this. So, because I have this special sponsors card from the expansion, I gained 4 money, right? Oh no, sorry, 2 money and then 3 more. So um, I'm up to 8. I can now build. So I cleared out this bottleneck that I had going. And there's a good chance that DD wants to, well, maybe they don't want to break, right? Not sure. They might not want to. Oh, they're playing a sponsor, probably. Nope. Second guessing. Oh, there's no sponsor they can play at 2. So they might be breaking for money. Nope. Second guessing again. I've been there. I've been there really bad one time. I was struggling at the end of a game, trying to maximize points. And I had to restart my whole turn. Because this game is nice. It lets you take back your turns unlike Heat. Right? Like, I can understand, like, but I wish there was things like where you could undo something because you've accidentally clicked on something. But yeah, so they're not going to break for me. I want there to be a break so A, more cards get in here. B, I get to snap up one of them. So right now this is a really good card for me. It's definitely worth picking up. If I do that, I need to get my last university, so I'll take this one probably. And then take reptiles to get my reptile for this, you know. Then I'll start worrying about partner zoos. They're using their last worker, which is why I thought DD would break. To kind of like make it so they can't get their last worker, but they may have something they really want to do with this, you know. So they upgraded their association card, so they get to do what's called donations. So spend 2 money, get a conservation, which is really good. We're definitely doing this. I'm in no rush now because I got at least a little bit of money to mess around with. So we're going to put this here, I think. So I can do this, right? Which will do this. Gives me a extra appeal. Do it again if I wanted to. I think I will. So Once the break happens, my goal is to play this fish. I'll gain a kiosk or pavilion. Kiosk generate money. I'll place it here. It's touching 3 buildings that are occupied. That's 3 more money per break. Then I will back sea animals at 2. I grab the 2 size. I think I grabbed the 2 size, build out to here, right? The question is, what do I get rid of still? There it is. The break has happened. I must discard 2. This is so good, I don't want to get rid of it. It's the only sponsor card I have right now. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm looking for one more bear also. So I am going to snap this up if it'll let me. Maybe I should have got rid of that. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Got to pick up this. I don't have enough money to do that. All right, here we go. Go here. Place kiosk here, like I said. Play a card. I don't have another card I can play. All right. So we're definitely going to back sea animals at 2. That'll pretty much cut DD off because Broken Teacup's going to play it at 4. So they would have to get 4 more animals. And we've already had a couple breaks. Normally you get about 5 breaks. So like in Ark Nova you have like normally, like, depending on the number of players, like, say, if you're in, like, a 3-player game, you might get up to, like, 10 or 11 generations. Normally, you get about 5 breaks in this game. And it's balanced a lot better. So it's not dependent on player count, because if I'm in a 2-player game, right, this will be at 9 instead of 12. Right, so it actually lowers the amount of break needed to start a new round, basically. This kind of scares me a little bit that they have 2 5-size. This could be for a eagle or a elephant like I have. There's 2 elephants in the game. There's a eagle that would go really good here. I think it's the golden eagle, which lets you take another turn basically, so you get back-to-back turns. But we won't know about that till the end of the game. Normally, it's taken like way at the end of the game. I mean, they already got 4 birds, so I'm just trying to piece together what animals they have. They could have a rhino. Oh wait, never mind. They have the saltwater crocodile. It's a double symbol, right? So they're already at 2. Took birds. Not much I could do to stop them. I guess I could have did that at the break, but I would rather execute my plan instead of executing their plan. That's actually very good. This has come out here. I'm probably going to snap that up, because it also has a snapping ability, so when I play it, it will let me take another card. Plus, it's a lizard that I've been looking for, right? The question is, do I do it now? I think I do. Let's not give anybody else the chance to grab that, right? Nobody has monkeys. Monkeys are only good. Well, I'm not going to say they're only good. I mean, they're worth a lot of points, but there's less of them. So a lot of times, if there's no monkeys as a end game goal, right, or end game or a conservation project, I should say, um, people really don't play them very often, unless they really want the power off the cards. You know, there's a few that are really good based on the power they have. But yeah, there's less monkeys than there are um, any other animal, and I don't think the expansion fixed that. Even though I did see more monkeys, there are a few new monkeys. Yeah, so I was actually looking at, there's a site called Arc Nova Card List that actually you can search, you know, and sort and everything else. So there's 18 animal monkey tags, 4 sponsor monkey tags. So there's only 22 in the base game, and 4 projects that have to do with monkeys, right? So compared to like birds, per se, birds have 25, right? So 18 to 25 is a 7 card difference, right? So, and all the animal tags except for petting zoo and bears are the same, right? They all have that same 25 um, animal tags, right? And that's simply because Australia doesn't have any primates, and neither does Europe Europe, so this continent. So that's why there's less of them, which also means that there are less Australia tags and European tags also. I'm going to follow through with what I said I was going to do, which is play a conservation project, see animals at 2, grab the 2 build bonus, which lets me put out a 2 size enclosure every time there's a break. So when there's a break, I'll put 1 here, which will push me above this. So what, I don't know if this is what Dee Dee's planning on doing, but what they could do is sponsor reptiles at 2, right? And then if they have Sea Cave, which is the reptile release program, they could empty this out for something else. Don't know if that was in their plans. Probably not, because they did play this one first, right? They're giving other people a chance to play reptiles, basically. We're going to play Technology Institute, I think, with this, with my sponsor action. I'm lagging behind in income right now, so they have their appeal up pretty high here, and they have some kiosks out, you know. I only have the 2. Probably could put 1 here, put a 2 size there. Your kiosks always have to be 2 spaces away from each other. So, yeah. It's not too many good places to put them over here. So yeah, I'll put a kiosk there if I can. Don't know if I'm going to have a chance anytime soon, though. No one's really used their workers, and we're already at 11. I might just use one to use an X token if they don't break, just to grab that Africa tag. very weird that in marine worlds the fish do not get water tags. The enclosure does. I guess that would like make this end game goal like trivial if you could just play a bunch of these animals, I guess. Oh. Playing Rhesus Monkey Park. Or did they? Oh, they played Expert and Large. Okay. I still think this is the eagle right here because it needs to be touching rock. It's a 5 animal. Um, they could build a aviary. Like if you have your build up graded, you can build an aviary, but it's an odd shape. The only good place for it would be like right here or right here. It's almost like a, looks like an umbrella kind of thing. It looks like, I thought they actually had the symbol on the thing. Oh, right here. This is what it looks like. These are your aquariums. You need to upgrade build to do these, right? Which I'm surprised. Did anybody do a reptile house? That's very strange. Normally when you have lizards or reptiles as your thing, somebody builds a reptile house, which looks like a bone. It's this, this, and this, right? It's this one here. Lets you put a whole bunch of reptiles in it. Many of them don't take space at all, like this here, right? Takes 0 space in the reptile house. So what I mean by space is there's 5 spots on it that you put cubes. So each cube is a space. So for example, this one takes up 3 spaces in the reptile house, so you put 3 cubes just for this crocodile. Discard a final scoring, definitely discarding that. I really thought Broken Teacup was going to do the 4, but maybe they felt since there's no real threat, just to do the 5 instead. I probably would have did the 4 simply because, like, I want to discourage Dee Dee from playing any more animals like that, right? So they can't really catch up. All right. Do I want to build anything? Sure, why not, right? It's less efficient to do this, but trying to think if it's worth breaking instead. No, it's not worth breaking. We want to do this, Brian. Okay. So let's talk about BDW earlier. There they are. As you can see, they do compete in the World Series of Board Gaming. They won both years. So they have 2 rings. Plus, he has an arena championship. So that's the funny thing about Arc Nova is that when you win the Arena League, you get your face put onto the victory column card, which is pretty cool, you know? So JD has won 2 seasons in a row, so he had his picture on there. He also has a YouTube channel It's JD and the Secret Police, which is what JD and Spiff stands for. So when you do the same action twice in one turn, you have to pay 2 workers. So if you see in there for a second, both those workers were here, it's because you have to pay 2 workers to do it a second time. I almost want to break on my turn, even though I'm going to not use a worker, to make Teacup waste 3 other workers possibly here. So I definitely want to break. So takes up victory column. It's a pretty good card, which even gives me more incentive to break right now because it gives you an appeal every break. So even though it's only 1 victory point, it still will add up and could possibly tip. Never mind, I didn't have to worry about it. I was going to say, could possibly tip somebody over to the next income amount, right? I really need to get going here. Like, I'm lagging behind, though, right now. I am definitely going to snag up that research card. Unless something even better comes out. That's good also. But here's the thing. I can do cards again pretty much. So we're definitely going to take that. Build for free. Get my last worker. Gain 2 conservation points. Gain 5 money. Gain an X token. And that is from this here. That's why I gained the X token. Anything that's pink, you gain every break. So, all right. So what I think I'm going to do is pick up that common Agama. Is that how you say that? Agama? Because it'll set me up to score this here. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's also take this because it's in range. Take this. And then draw 1 from the top, I guess. No, I was in 3rd position, so I just drew 2. That's why. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I was in this column here. So draw 2. I'm getting tempted to upgrade sponsors as soon as I can here. But I have to get another partner Zoom. I don't know if I have time for that. If I could get this. kiosk, 2 pavilions. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to build here. I'm going to build two one size for these two here. Well, I don't even need to do that, actually. I can just build my 5, because I'll just put the reptiles in here. Okay. It's funny all these monkey symbols started coming out, right? And nobody even thought about playing monkeys at all, so. Let me pull up my chat here. I accidentally minimized it. Okay. All right, here we go. Build this. Build that. Be prepared to play this. We still got a little bit of time. It's going to ramp up here in a second. Put that there. Could do it again. Do I want to do it again? Pass for right now. I need 20 for these 2 animals. So my goal was to set up for the end game. Start setting up for it, even though I'm like, I have a little bit of point deficit right now. This will give me 7, right? Which puts me at 30. So I'm not super far behind, because then I'm going to do this here, which will push me up this way. I think with my snapping, if this is still there, I'll just take it. That prevents broken from getting it. Play a little bit of a denial game, I should say. Try to deny them what they need. The fact that they have 4 birds and 4 Americas makes me think that they possibly have a rhino for this spot here. Rhinos let you go through the starting conservation projects and take one. So they'll take birds, right? Which will be a 5 conservation project for them. I don't know how I'm going to play both of these cards. I'm running out of time is what's happening here. Because they have that. They got 3 here. They took the wolf. That's not great. They took it by covering this up here. With the reptile house, somebody built one. Even I think it's a little bit too late now. Definitely an eagle coming out, probably. Does not look good for me. Does not look good for me at all. So we're going to just draw from the deck here, I think. Okay, play this here. I can sell some cards. I really like this card. I really want to keep it for endgame. So we'll do this. Definitely going to sell that. Play this here. It's not all that great. There's nowhere to play that. Play that here, but it doesn't really help me. So if I have to snap up, I'll snap that up, I guess. Just in case somebody gets a funny idea. That's the problem with snapping. You can't draw off the top of the deck. So if the stuff out here is not that great, then you're stuck pretty much. Okay. Okie dokie game. So it looks like once I play my elephant, I'll have the 3 conservation points here. I think that's the most I'm going to be able to get out of it. So my goal is to back reptile breeding. Grab Americas so that I have all 5. Play this. Then way I'm scoring an extra conservation point for each of those cards. I also need to grab that. I also need to fill my map up. Obviously, I'm not doing all those. Like, I'm just trying to like figure out which ones are feasible before the end of the game here or not. So I'm surprised neither one of these players took snap, right? I think it's a really good it's a really good power to have, being able to snap up a card each turn, right? So it basically increases your hand size by 1 if you think about it, right? Okay. All right, so it looks like I'm going to be able to grab this. I'm going to play this. I'm going to fill this up with tokens. Probably a kiosk and 2 pavilions. I have this still, which if I grab this will give me a point here. Let me do this at 5, right? The problem is it does give Broken Teacup 4 money. So I'm basically giving an opponent 4 money for an extra couple conservation points, right? So yeah, let's do this. Let's do this one first, right? That's automatically giving me a point at the end of the game. So let's go through their cards real quick. No endgame. Not qualified yet for that one. They need to have 3 of these cubes missing. Got that one, so they have 1 there. So they're having 1 bonus here. I'm going for like 4 bonuses here, if possible. Plus whatever I have in my endgame scoring here. So it might be possible that I'm so far behind that I can still catch up if I can get all this done. Oh, man. Yep. Remember I said that earlier? Back at it too. Release it. Put something else there. I mean, good thing is I'm getting 4 conservation points on my turn. Because I'm going to get 2 from this, right? 1 here, because my reputation's moving up, and I'm going to take this here. And I still have enough money to play my koala. So I could draw cards, play my koala, tuck 2 cards in that I don't really like. So here's 1 I don't like. I'm going to tuck. See, that's what happens. The game accelerates all of a sudden, right? Once people start hitting 50. This definitely needs played next round. Will I have enough money for it? Possibly. Because of this koala I'm going to play. Will give me a whole bunch of appeal. For 12. 12 from where I'm at now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll be at 24 money here. I should have did that last turn. I messed up. That's okay. Yeah, see, like, this is really bad. Okay, I'm still kind of far behind. So I want to draw cards. Like, let me look at this. He definitely wants the break. Unless they have a really good sponsor. But you really want to try to end the game, right? If you can. I definitely need to grab this. I just don't want to panic here, you know, being so far behind. I think, like, if I would panic and spend 4x tokens or 3x tokens to get this, I've wasted resources basically. Now the question is, are they going to break? If they break, I'm in serious trouble. Nope. Decides not to. Play 6. Sponsor. Oh, what are they playing here? Oh, they did break. Oh, no. Well, it's it for me, right? I mean, why would you do that? Because you want to play this right here and this again, pretty much. This is not good. So I backed myself into a pretty bad situation there, I think. I don't know where I really went wrong. Other than I wasn't really like, maybe I should have leaned into these a little bit more, right? I think I got like a little bit complacent there, trying to set up for all these other cards. Well, I at least got 2 more turns here, right? At least 2. Just gonna snap up something that might help somebody, like Amazon House. I do not want him having that. Even though he doesn't really have a place to put it anyways. I'm just looking for something to the kind of tuck anyways underneath into my koala pouch here. So we're going to do this, confirm. Get another one here. So take a card from Reputation. Take that. I don't want anybody being tempted by it. That's wasted. Okay, so I'm catching up a little bit here. Not much. I don't need to worry about doing cards. I think what I do right now is play my elephant in my koala now. I tuck the Amazon house and the primate management plan into the pouch. Which will give me 22 points. 23 points because I'm going to max out my rep here. So let's do this. Yeah, I know I can't have that many. Maybe I'll hit the jackpot? Not really. I'll keep this one. Right? I'll play koala. Confirm. Gain 2 from the polar bear. Gain 1 from that. Gain 8 from this. We're going to tuck this and this, right? Okay, next turn I'm going to... Now I want to panic. Spend 3, right? To do this conservation here. Or do I play it cool? No, I can't do that. I have to Oh no. Okay, I can't do that. If I want to play it at 5, I still need this. So this is worth for me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if I can do it. So 1, 2 here. Depends on what they do. Are they going to X down something maybe? Like they don't need to draw more cards. They could end this game. We got 2 here. 2 plus 7 more. How many? He only has this one. It's not even completed yet unless he plays an animal on the last turn here. So I'm only 10 behind here. He has an eagle. We know this. Oh, he played it already. Never mind. He had the bald eagle. I thought he had the golden eagle. But still, I mean, does not have an eagle. Oh, man. See, that hurts really bad. So he went from below me all the way to leading and almost done in 1 turn. Or 2 turns, basically. Because the golden eagle gave him an extra turn. So he played animals, then he did a conservation project, right? He back to reptile breeding. So he got 2 there. Okay. Hmm. See, this hurts to do this. I doubt I'll get a chance to do anything else. I'm pretty sure DD's going to end it or Broken Teacup's going to end it here. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't, right? I still think that was my best play because going up and doing this one would only gave me 2, right? He's building. Is he trying to fill up his zoo? He's trying to fill up his zoo to end the game. Wow, that's really cool. So the question is, what can I do? What can I do to gain points here? Yep, there it is. Triggered it. So when you fill up your zoo completely, you get 7 points. So they filled up their zoo. It's not something I normally try to do on purpose. But it just worked out for them really well. So they got this. Got that. So there's 2 bonuses there. Got nothing off of this, unfortunately for them. Is there anything I can play? I don't have that. This is bad. I really needed 1 more turn, right? So that I could get up to here again because I can only go to here. Still think it was the right call to do that. Like, maybe they didn't do well on their end game scoring. I mean, we know they don't have this one, right? Because we had it, we discarded it. They could have this one, but that would only give them 2. Oh. Oh, I can't do that anyways because I'm not close enough to. Yeah, 109. It's really good for them. Well, the only thing I can do to gain points here is either pick this up to score this or play this and it'll score 1 immediately. So it's the same anyways, I guess. Maybe I'll scare them and have them think I have research to do. Just play it. Why not? It's 1 point either way. So. Okay. Confirm. Yep. Yeah, I didn't even break 100. Wow. That hurt. Yeah, that's something. I think I need to go back and look at this one later, so. Okay. Do I try Great Western Trail? Or do I play something a little bit less stressful? So right now, Wingspan. I'm on a 6-game winning streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ever since I quit playing Arena, I've won all but 1 game. Let's play Wingspan. Why not? Let's go back to play now. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Birds that can live only in forests or birds that can only live in grasslands. That's great. This one's a little bit easier to do, but there's less of those cards. This one's harder to do. We play without the powerful birds, so I really want this card. Our goals are bull nests, so I'm definitely going to take American Robin. Eggs and water, definitely keeping that. And then cavity nest, I'll have that, plus I probably have another bird by then. All right, so let's do this. We're taking this and this to start it. Fish Crow is okay at best. Like, I don't want to take it. So just keep 2 and discard those. We'll keep the choose 2 food to discard. So we can get rid of the rat. We'll get rid of the seed. We're going to keep this. All right, confirm. We're going to end up putting the American Robin in my forest, I think. King Rail will go into the water. Problem is I'm not going to be able to score this right away. tucking, I should say. I'm not going to be able to tuck right away. Because I definitely want this. So my first action, since I'm first player, so I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab this out of the middle row. This is also good for me, but it's expensive and doesn't really match anything that I already have. So I think I'll either put this in my egg row or in my water. Really depends on if I want to use this to like score points at the end of the game, right? Because if it's in my egg row, I'm obviously going to run my eggs at least a couple times in the last round. Ugh. Big Nate's really going through it right now, trying to figure out what to keep. Looks like they're newer, so I'll cut them some slack here. Hey, thanks for telling me about that game I played a few turns ago. Oh, wow. Okay, finally. So we're going to draw cards. Get this. Wow, that's a really good bird. That's a really, really good bird. In fact, if it's still there on my turn, I'm going to draw it. It's a star nest, so it can be any nest it wants to be. It's got 4 slots. It has a really good power. There you go. It wasn't going to stay there. Even with a new player, I think they could sense that that's a really good card. All these alarms I have set on my phone, I should quiet them. Oh, that's also good. Yep. God, give me something good. It's good near the end of the game. It's worth a lot of points. I think instead we'll play American Robin here. Use the cherry to pay for it. Right? I do need one more bird now to compete in this top column. This top goal because of that card that was drawn, the Eastern Phoebe or Phoebe. Phoebe. I don't know how you say that. Because it has 4 egg slots, so yeah. Hopefully, though, they'll be nice enough to run that a few times for me and give me an extra worm. I think we're going to do something strange here. Yep, so everybody's pretty much tied right now. As long as they can put the eggs in there. I'm going to draw again. Why? Why did you do that to me? That meets my in-game goal, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll tuck it anyways. The whole idea of drawing was so I could tuck. But if Big Nate's going to keep giving me worms, I'll take them. Means I don't have to use food yet. I can do this. Draw 2. Neither one's all that great. I got to keep this one because at least I have this. Birds that eat weed is my least favorite end game goal, so I'm not gonna go for it because you need so many of them. You need um, 5, where like I only need 4 of these birds, right? I'm hoping Big Nate runs his food again. He does. All right. I like this. This is good. We got 4 turns. Play this. Run eggs a few times. I'm the only one that's played a bird. 2 birds, right? Yeah. Okay. We're definitely going to play this. That's the other nice thing about this over the forest one, like this one that lives in grasslands only, is that I only need 4 of them, right? Definitely want this. So I might trade this for this. Or should I just draw? No. I definitely do this. I'm okay with the tie here, if that's what we have to do, right? No. Get this. Can I undo this? Yeah, undo that. Sorry. Cancel. What's going on here? There we go. Clicked on the wrong one. I may tuck one. We're tucking this, right? We're picking up this one. And the reason why we're picking that up is that I want to have something I can tuck. Tuck next turn when I lay eggs without destroying a card that's really good for me. Oh, wow. Okay, playing a bird. But do they have enough turns to catch me? So they have 1 already out there. Yeah, they could pass me up. Oh, it is what it is. I'm going to get my 4 and be happy with it, is what I'm doing. Okay, well. Wow, this has just been a bad turn of events here. Let's grab this. Now we're going to take this one. Confirm. Okay, with my last turn, I'm just drawing cards here. I don't think I can beat them here. If they take eggs, they did not take eggs for some reason. I don't know if you can see my eyes, but they're like really big. There's no way that they both could not take egg actions here, right? Like, um, Virul has to take egg action, right? Because if they don't take the egg action, they're not going to be able to score, right? So viral takes egg action twice. Okay, that's what I thought was going to happen. Okay. Big Nate has basically locked themselves out of points here. Unless they spend a food. No, they can't even do that. Wow. That's probably because they're newer. They probably just made a mistake there. So why don't we draw birds from the row here? Definitely not doing that. So at least going to score 3 points, right? They're also both stone nests, which is really good. To help me towards this one here. Wow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all 4. Because we've had the one I discarded, right? And then these 5 of the grassland only cards out. Man. Oh, it's time to take some medication here real quick. I definitely need to get my water row going here. Because I want to be able to draw a lot of cards, obviously, because I'll be tucking here at the end of the game. There's another one. The American Coot is really good for me. Big Nate has a lot of food. Like, I don't know why they must have some really like high price cards is all I can think of. So they did all this just to play 2 water birds in a row. So they sacrificed, it's only a point, I guess, for 2 high priced cards. They are worth a lot of victory points. That's 15 victory points. To me, that's a late game play. You know, like you played all these birds, you're running eggs, and at the end you play those 2 cards to kind of catch everybody off guard type deal. Like you keep those in your pocket till the end. But that's just me thinking that way, I guess, you know. It's not like it's going to help you win this race here because I'm just going to do this. Get this American Coot. I'm going to skip tucking a bird, unfortunately. Well, no, I can do this. Let's do this. Just draw from the deck. I guess I should have did that first. Probably should always draw from the deck first. They are really trying to give me a tuck engine up in my forest right now. He has a hunting bird. So we're definitely doing this. Don't like that. So this is my first food action of the game. So I went through the whole first round without having to do that action. Okay, We discard one. No, we're not discarding because we want to tuck, right? So we'll tuck this. And we'll take... Should I take this? Yeah, we'll take this. This is slightly better than this, simply because it's a star nest, right? So I can use it for this goal also, where this one I cannot. Even though this is a tucking bird, you know, it's like, okay. My plan is to run this for points, not this for points, you know. So my goal is to play the... How can I do all this still? Okay. So I still need more food, basically. I'm going to grab that. Do not discard. We'll tuck the American coot. Draw from the deck. That is a late game bird, definitely. At least for points. Its power is not that great, in my opinion, unless everybody's played a lot of force birds, right? I've seen people play this where it gives everybody food, basically, because we're all tied. So, I mean, I guess that's something you can do. Huh. I just want to see what else they got going on down here. He's got that. He can gain a lot of food. He's got one tucking card. This can go around to different places. So he could use this to go down here and make 8, right? Definitely got to do this now, right? So we're going to do boom, boom, boom. Let's see if Big Nate will give us another worm here. He's out of food. So he has to get food somehow, right? And nobody else has something that'll give somebody else food. I need to play this here so that I can run 1, 2, 3, right? Get the bonus eggs out. So running this twice will give me 8 eggs. Most they can get is 8 eggs. So we might tie that one. Okay. That's interesting, definitely. Are you going to give us a worm or not? Yes, thank you. So they're trying to play that waxwing, not waxwing, but the crosstail, that bird that's on the cover of the game. That's why they need so many berries here. Because the only other one I would think of is this one, maybe, right? So we'll play this. So we're setting up a really good egg row here. He's definitely going for it, right? He's gonna... The only problem he has is that he only needs to run it one more time. But he'll have to run his food row to move this down. So yep. He moved it back to the egg row. Okay. So he's going to run his egg row. Then move it down here. Whereas I'm just going to do this, right? So the Biad sparrow lets me lay an egg on any bird, so I'll just do that. We'll definitely tuck this one. Ooh. Big bird, big bird. Big Nate can't come in first or second because we're going to tie probably here, right? So they'll be in third place again. They'll get one where we'll get 7-3 each. Right now I'm tied for this goal, technically. Yeah. But that Atlantic Puffin would really help. I don't feel like this one's been running pretty smooth. This game seems like a little bit clunky. So, of course, once I stream a game, I'm going to lose at it. If I stream it live, I'll lose. They get so much food. It's like, but they keep giving us food on top of it, which is weird. Like, at a certain point, you probably just want to stop doing that, you know? Make us get our own food. I like both of these cards, to tell you the truth. This card helps me with both this and this. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I don't like this at all. It's just too expensive. Of course, we're going to lay eggs here. Like, we get the tie. So I'm actually not going to tuck a card this turn. Because I like what I have. Just got to take that. Wood duck is really good if you get it first round. No, it doesn't take cards. Okay. Definitely doing this. Take this. And a card I don't care about. Okay. Thanks to Big Nate, I have the food to play this card. Still, I've only taken one food action the whole game. Which is, well, I've taken 2. Right? I've taken 2, I'm sorry. I took 2 last turn. Because I took 2 cards. That's how I know. So I would definitely play the Mountain Chickadee down. Chipping Sparrow is really good at the beginning of the game also. It still might be good now if I can get it, put it in my grasslands, I guess, but the problem is the nest doesn't match anything that I need, so it's kind of like, is it worth doing, right? Hoping Big Nate gives me more food even, that'd be nice. But then I might have to... If he gives me another worm, I can just go for 2 wheat here, right? That'll be that. We are to the point where the turns are getting super tight, right? So I don't know how many more turns I can like gain food in that, right? So like I definitely need enough for this and this. So luckily I'll be getting 2 points each time I run my food row. So it's not like I'm wasting turns by not scoring. But I'm kind of spread out a little bit, right? I have a little bit in each column, right? Northern Mockingbird is really good. Gonna let them hunt twice right now, which would be awesome if I got one of the vultures. Ooh, 2 fish. I like fish. Draw from the deck. It's an easy tuck for next turn. I only need 1 turn to lay eggs, so unless they play another bird, even if that happens, if I get 1 more fish, I'll just play this right now and then play this to put eggs on all 3 of them, right? That's a really good card at the beginning if you can get it out, that you gain food from the bird feeder in your grasslands, right? So okay, so yep, my course is definitely set. I need to get another fish, so we're definitely going to take food again. Oh, he played 2. Well, no, looks like we're going to be tying again, it looks like, right? Wow. This has been one roller coaster of a... So I didn't get the fish, but I'll take this, right? We'll just spend the 2 food as fish, right? I'm going to tuck this, draw from the deck. Another easy tuck. So even though I don't have a lot of big victory point cards, I'm just gaining so many points from other things like tucking and food being cash that I'm keeping pace with the other players. Like, there's way more birds placed out here than I do, including this big one. So that's why I was saying, like, keep these to the end, right? That way it's more of a surprise that you're playing it on your opponents, right? Like, normally I would keep this to the end also, but I need to tie this. I don't want to lose this one. So Big Nate has quit giving out food, which is really disappointing. I enjoyed all the food he gave me. Hmm. I can take one off of there. So this is my first big bird that I played the whole game. Well, that is a disappointment. Definitely would have liked something better. So this is not going to score at all. There's no way I can play enough birds to score that one. So, okay. So, gonna lay eggs 1, 2, 3. Probably lay another egg up here to start doing the rows, columns, which we all seem to have a lot of. So, but the thing is you have to look at your smallest row. The smallest row for Big Nate is this one, has 7, so he can max out at 7. Right now we have rows of 5 each, right? 5 egg spots. Hopefully this changes that enough. Just need to play it. Okay, we all need worms, Nate. Hook us up. Oh no, they're doing their middle row. So that's why they're not giving us any more. They're just going to play eggs now, right? So I think this will be my last game for the day. Good 3 hour plus stream. Going to probably come back on Monday with another Heat video. And then I might, since I've never done this and I'm a new channel, and a lot of board games channels do this, I don't want to just copy off them, but I think it's good to get out like my top 25 games of all time. It's hard to go through 100 games. Like I probably could put together a list of 100 games that I played, but let's just start with the top 25. And I kind of spoiled the number 1 already in this video, so Okay. So I have to lay eggs here. That's no question to that. Tuck. Draw from the deck. Huh. Where were you earlier, ring build? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to run food twice, which is not ideal. Because I have to play this card in order to score these two, right? I'm only going to get about 7 points off of them. So it's comparable to like one card at max. Yeah, I'm running out of actions here. I don't think I'm going to win this one. I think that the reason why I think that is I am going to put this here. It is a really good card, but I'm not going to be able to tuck a bird under it because I don't have enough birds in my hand in order to do that. Because I'm going to have to run food twice, at least, to gain enough food to play this. That's why I was hoping Big Nate would actually help us out. And then he rolled that. No, 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 no. Why? What have I done on this planet to deserve that? That was unfortunate in the worst possible way. Because I can take the worm for this, right? But then I don't have a way to re-roll the tray. So maybe he'll take something out for me. Oh, yes. Okay, that's much better. I like that. He's running his food row. Oh, this is really good, I think, for me. The only other thing that would be great is if okay, so we're going to do this, right? I'm going to take this. We're going to re-roll. Give me a wheat. Really need a wheat. Okay, there's 2 of them. Okay. Wait. I messed up. Oh my God, I messed up. I clicked on the wrong thing. Let me undo this. Can I undo this? Yes. Wow. I clicked the wrong thing there. I was in such a rush that I messed up there. So I'm guaranteed to be able to play the if it'll zoom in on it, the Dick Sissel. And then I'm going to run eggs, right? Because I have to, right? He played this to get bonus cards, which might tip it in his favor, considering mine are so terrible. That's why you can't rely on these as much. I'll give you an example, right? World Series of Board Gaming 2023, round 2. I'm playing I have 5 endgame scoring cards. 5. I scored 2 points off of them. And I lost by like 1 point, which is very disappointing. I mean, that could have been a monster game for me. You know, I could have scored like 100 plus, you know. But yep, the goals just didn't flop my way, and I ended up getting knocked out in the second round. So we know we have to do food again, right? We're definitely going to take this, right? And we'll take this so it's not easy for them to re-roll and get what they need. Still getting points for all this stuff. I'm going to tuck the hawk. Okay. The only positive thing I have going on for me right now is that I do have 10 points over Nate, but that is with me playing 1 extra turn. So, a lot of people say that these are worth 3 points each on average without seeing what they are. So right now I think he has, I would have to assume he has 6, but I think he probably has more than that. So I really want to make sure that I play this card, I score my points, I run my eggs, try to potentially come in second, because I think Viral's going to win that. Now, if I can't come in first in it, that's wonderful. In fact, I would almost want a tie more than a win right now. Like, if I could tie, I'd be happy, right? Now, I will say that in the World Series, they play slightly different. They play with the powerful birds, but you can only play them after round 2. So, you have to wait a whole round, so this whole first round, in order to play them. But they're still pretty powerful even then, especially the ravens. I happened to screw it up though. Last year I got a raven in round 2 again, but played my cards in the wrong sequence, right? I top decked the raven at the start of round 2. Was happy that I got it. I had the Canadian goose. I should have played the Canadian goose first. I played the raven first because I was so excited to have it. I was like, yes, super powerful bird. I'm going to score a lot of points here. And I messed it up because the Canadian goose is, if you have a wheat, you can tuck it. Raven will let you discard an egg for 2 food of your choice. So I could have been discarding the egg, getting a wheat and whatever else, tucking the wheat. Discarding the wheat to tuck 2 cards, which is 2 points. I could have did that over and over and over again. But because of how I had them set up, I was getting the wheat, but then I would need it because I needed more egg space. So I would like put another bird out. So it kind of like broke my flow of play. Maybe I should have just did it anyways, just kept the wheat every time, but I didn't. So, okay, so we need to do an egg. I have plenty of eggs in my water row. I do have 2 food, which will help me a lot. Confirm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might be able to get up to 7. I might get 7 rows filled in here. They're still playing birds. Why? You have this. Like, you also have 4 cards left. What are you doing? Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Right? Discard a worm because I only have 2 turns left. I'm not planning on playing any more animals, right? Okay, I'm going to skip it for this turn. Tuck it. Draw from the deck. Okay. So 1, 4 is 5, 6. Oh, I might only get 6 done. Dang it. I thought there was a chance I might actually get 7 rows filled in, but looks like it's going to be 6 for me, unless I miscalculated, which is possible. If anybody knows how I've been at math recently in the past few years. And I had a pretty efficient game, I think, because I'll have no cards left. I'll have 1 food, but that was given to me. So, like, if you score a lot of points and you have 0 food and 0 cards left, then you've done pretty well, right? So blue is taking the lead there, right? They have 3 columns in, right? Could be a tie here. Could be a tie. Okay, let's start doing this, right? 1, 2, 3, right? Discard a fish. This one here, right? So I have 5 there, right? We'll tuck this here, right? And lay another one. It doesn't matter where because I have 6 and 6 here, right? No, I have 7 here. Oh yeah, Brian, 7. I did get to 7. What? Okay. Firm. Which I don't think they can get to. I think they messed up, maybe? You can get 3. Yeah, he can only get to 5. Right? 1, 2. Yeah, 5 there. And he's spreading his out because he probably has the egg goal. Wow, that's big. That's big. Especially if blue is nice enough to knock him off. Which I think they will do. I think they'll put the eggs right here, right? Which will give me 7. So I'll gain 4 more points there. It might be just enough to win. I did not deserve to win this one if I do. Yep. Wow. That's just how easy it can be where you're like, you have everything set up so that you can potentially, oh wait, did they tie me? No, okay, they did not tie me. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Not great bonuses at the end, but that's all right. That last draw of endgame scoring cards really hurt. $87 is, I guess it's okay. 2, all right. That's good. 4, okay. Woo. Dodged a bullet there. Can blue catch me? It's possible. Maybe they have like a 2 point per bird. No. Well, I won again. I don't feel like I deserved it, but I'll take it. Maybe because I was complaining that I was going to lose on stream after winning so many in a row. So that's 7 in a row. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any like stream suggestions, anything you would like to see on the streams, let me know. Any strategies you see me miss. Maybe you've played Wingspan before and you think I'm trash, which is okay to think because I make mistakes, obviously. And like I said, any other games you like to see me play, I'll definitely try to play them. Try to figure out strategies, even if it's new for me. I can try to at least give you like my initial impressions of what I think a strategy could be. But that's something I can do for people. But if you really like this content, please like and subscribe. Leave comments, which I'm glad that there were people actually in chat today. Really appreciate any support I can get. It's been a rough year for me, so any help I can get, I'd appreciate it. So you have a nice day, and we'll see you next week.